Let's try this. There. I tend to go overtime, so I'm setting the hourglass and our spiffy feature on our stopwatch to go for 8 minutes 30 seconds, because this is supposed to be a 9-minute program. I tend to go over. Hi, I'm Cal Anderson. I'm host of the Weekly Wrap, where we record discussions about the week's news using newspapers from the previous week. We tape this on Fridays, and it'll be telecast over the weekend and all next week. I have a guest today, Marven Hyppolite.
Hi everyone.
Marven is a local, what I call socio-civic activist. So what does that mean? What do you do in your daytime, spare time, all of your time?
Well, my name is Marvin. I live downtown. During the day, I work for Congressman Moulton as a caseworker, and I'm also a member of Neighbor to Neighbor local organization. We try to do voter registration and outreach to the community and things of that nature.
Good. Now, you know, we have Earth Week this week.
Yeah.
Back in 1970, the original Earth Day was April 22nd. In recent years, we've sort of started to celebrate it through the whole week and maybe even the whole month. So April is Earth Month. Tomorrow, Earth Day proper, there's a lot of community cleanups and different organizations having things to help out if you want to be involved. And then a week from tomorrow, on the 28th, is the Commonwealth of Massachusetts' annual Park Serve Day. And that's when I'm getting involved mostly because I'm a member of the Friends of Lynn and Nahant Beaches, and we're doing our annual cleanup along the shore. Any of these you want to get involved with, read the daily newspaper, check out some of the online publications, Lynn Happens, etc., and you can find something to plug into yourself. So this is a very green weekend, so we're going to do green stuff. I got my green tie on, we got our green trappings. So I got to mention that last week I made a slight error. Our guest, Patrick Nelson, is general manager of the White Rose Coffee House, and some of the graphics showed that he was co-owner. That's only because intuitively he comes off as an owner because he takes ownership. And the owner, Cato Maley, says, you know, we didn't care, because he tends to act like he owns the place too. So thanks for playing your original song last week too. So the past couple of weeks I've been wearing a sweater. This could be the last day to wear it for the season, but if you notice,
that thing is old.
It's got some, Marvin, look.
Oh my God.
See the elbows?
Yeah,
so I appreciate some of the viewers who are saying, gee, can I send you a new sweater where you're wearing that in tatters? Well, it's only because this is a lucky sweater to me. This is probably 40 years old. It's Shetland wool. But I'm about to have some patches put on the elbows because it's what I want to preserve. Mainly because it's my lucky political sweater. When I was organizing some of the precincts around the country for Gary Hart for president back in 1984, I wore this sweater. And every precinct I worked, we happened to win. In fact, I have a front page picture, now that we're talking about newspapers. This is me in the Keene Sentinel from Keene, New Hampshire in 1984, the day of the primary where we won, and I'm wearing that sweater. So I'm just showing you this. I guess everybody has some favorite clothes.
Wow, nice mustache.
You have something you don't throw out, right, Margaret?
Yeah, well, I mean, we all have things that we can't just get rid of, so.
I always liked the song Mary Chapin Carpenter had called This Old Shirt. It's a song about her favorite old shirt, all the stuff it's been through and all the memories. So that's kind of what this sweater is. So thanks, but I appreciate it, but I'm going to take care of it. I'm putting new elbow patches on it. So let's see, we've covered all that stuff. You know, we've got the papers here to review. And I'd like to start on Friday, since we're recording this on Fridays, with today's paper and the horoscopes. Let me read yours, Marvin. What birth sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer. So for today, all the Cancers, easy does it. Stay focused on work, meetings, personal growth, and education.
All right.
Hang out with someone who inspires and motivates you to explore new interests, and sign up for a retreat. Now that's interesting. Does that seem appropriate for you?
Actually, yeah, and I will be going to the forest this weekend, so.
Really? So you have a retreat planned for Earth Weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's important for us, especially living in the city, to get out, be in touch with nature, and just get away from all the hustle and bustle.
Good. Now, I'm a Taurus if you happen to want to read mine too.
Let's see what yours says.
Let's see what this one is.
You can make headway if you exercise your right to ask questions and sign up for offers that can help bring about your chance to advance. Romance is highlighted. Oh my God. All right.
Huh. Well, we'll see how the weekend plays out. And
Sounds
I
like
do
you're gonna
have
have a
some
great
paperwork
weekend.
I'm doing over the weekend, which addresses the things that questions I'm going to be asking that'll help me in the future. So that's actually appropriate. So, Mondays, papers, Tuesdays, papers. Marvin, what was the tone of the days?
That was an extremely somber day. My heart goes out to Lenny and Lenny's family, and I hope Prince gets well. I know the two of them, and they've done a lot of great work with Echo, and it's just really sad.
Probably everybody knows that on our glorious 80-degree Easter Sunday, in the middle of downtown Lynn, right in front of Lynn Arch, 2 people were shot, 1 died. And our hearts out to them, and we just want to make sure everybody knows that this isn't what our city's about, but our hearts and soul are with the victims. There was a vigil for the Easter shooting on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a good turnout, and it was really good to see the community get together and try to set some positivity on this too.
A related note, Revere.
Yeah, Easter was just a crazy day.
Yeah. Now, Revere has had a carnival in a parking lot for the Showcase Cinemas for some time now. There's been a few incidents, but what happened this time?
Well, I didn't really get too in depth with the reports, but I know there were shootings outside in the parking lot, and that the gunmen may have entered the cinema. And
Yeah, so they're debating whether they should just stop having this carnival as what they call, I guess, an attractive nuisance. But we hate to see an isolated incident change things for everybody.
Yeah.
Then we've got to Wednesday. Oh, we got 2 minutes left to talk about Wednesday and the rest of the week. Did you go to this? This was the event for Visions of Lynn.
Yes, I did go to that.
Some architectural students were contracted to think really out of the box and have visions of what especially the waterfront and some of our downtown Lynn would look like in a few years, with the idea that the seas are going to be rising for climate change, etc. So this was a pretty good thing. I went to that too.
It was a good event.
We've really got to kind of wrap this up.
Yeah.
You know, we got about a minute left. What was the thing I wanted to talk about particularly? Oh, yes. There's going to be some phone numbers on the screen. One of the things everybody can do for Earth Week is, if you care about the algae situation, we've been assured that they're going to be cleaning up the algae so that it doesn't stink anymore for the rest of the fiscal year, which ends up in June. And there's no guarantee in the next budget that we're going to be having that service. So please call the governor's office and Commissioner of the DCR, Leo P. Roy's office, and just say you're a Lynn resident and we want to make sure that that line item stays intact. This would be probably the best thing you could possibly do for our Earth Week. So, oh my God, this means it's time to stop. So you want to bring us home?
Yes.
You're going to close our show in the regular way?
Can you do it with me?
Okay. You know what it is.
Was it in every
way, and every day, keep loving Lynn.
I pointed the wrong way.